Many years ago I made a very simple bag with a very simple construction, a bag with a pocket, and now the client wants one similar, so I will use this moment to make a pattern for it. It will be like this. This is the back and the flap of the bag. This will be the volume, you see. The face of the bag is identical with the back, so I won't make the pattern for it. It will have a pocket like this, and it will be covered like this. These are the flaps, the gussets. This bag will have straps. This will be the straps like this. Here it will have buckles. Here you have the pattern for everything. Here it will have these biscuits here like this, and it will have a handle. It will be a sort of a special handle like this. I want that this bag will keep its shape properly, and I always do this using lining. So this is the leather. It is a relatively thin leather, you see. It doesn't keep its shape by itself. So I will line the back. I will also line a portion under the handle. It will be reinforced, and I also will line this part of the flap because I don't want it to bend. So I will line it with PITEX, and then I will line it with pigskin. So every part was cut bigger than needed because I will line. Okay, I will line the face of the bag. I want it to be less than approximately 5 Oz. This means 2 millimeters. The bottom of the bag will be lined with PITEX, with solid PITEX, but the laterals I will line them only with pigskin. So I will start to line. It's nothing special to see. It is business as usual. What are you doing here, Mochi? You will go, because I don't want you to smell glue. Okay, I will start to line. I reinforced the back and the cover with stiffener, as you see. So this is the part under the handle. I will also line it with pigskin. I want it to look good. It will look like this on this back. The face of the bag and the pocket doesn't need to be so stiff, so I only line them with pigskin. It will be like this. You see? I have to let the glue dry a little more. The pocket is the same, and I will show you in a short time how I line the bottom. The bottom of the bag will be lined with stiffener already lined with pigskin. So I will line this with pigskin, and I will glue it on the bottom of the bag. The gusset of the bag, I will line it only with pigskin. I don't need so much rigidity. And the pocket is the same. I will line this with stiffener, the bottom of the pocket, and the gussets of the pocket only with pigskin. We will see each other when I will line everything as I said. Everything is now lined and trimmed to the right dimensions. So I will show you how this will look. This will be the thickness of the bag, so I will place this here. You see, it bends exactly as I want, because I lined it differentially. I have a bending spot here, here too. This will be the face of the bag. It isn't reinforced with stiffener because we don't need. The back of this bag will keep everything in place. It is like a spine. Spine, I remember this one. The pocket will be here, like this. Everything, the bottom of the pocket is lined with stiffener. The bottom of the bag is lined with stiffener. You can see this white part. These are the gussets. They are not as rigid as the bottom. And these are the gussets of the pocket, of the front pocket. You see? Here it will bend, here it will bend, here it will bend. It will bend exactly as I want. And now this is the volume. You see, this is the volume of the bag. It is a beautiful volume, good proportions. I will round the corners. I don't made the straps, the handle, the D-rings yet, because Pavel will dye the leather and will make the edges for the straps beautiful. So I will show you a different way to make this bag. I won't use my signs for the holes as usual. I will use it just a little, and I will show you a method to ease your work if your hand is steady. Now I will stitch the corners for the gusset like this. All the time my pony stitch helps me. Pony stitch and glue, of course. I'm addicted to glue. I will stitch this, this, this and this, and after that I will show you something special. The holes from the pattern and glue, and I stitch them easy. And now this. Now it starts the interesting part. This is the pocket and this is the gusset for the pocket. I can stitch it using the pattern, so with holes and everything, or I can bend it like this. You see, it bends exactly as I want, because it is lined only where it has to stay rigid. I will bend all this. I bent the front and the back of the gusset. Now I will glue. I want to adhere better, so I will scratch the back of the pocket, only 3 laterals. Now glue. You know, I prefer to spread the glue using a brush. The parts of the gusset are cut using the pattern, of course. You can do it without, but you have to make your own calculations. Like this. Let's dry it faster. And now I will glue it. I'll start in a corner like this. You see? Okay. Now in the other corner. My glue is a very good one, so it will stay until I will make the holes. Now this part we will glue it. Glued. Now I will use this bond folder to press the glue. I will trim this part. You don't have to, because you have the perfect dimensions from the pattern. This is very well glued. Now I will make the holes. I have this. I will use this to keep everything in place. I will use this to mark the lines for the holes. You can also use this, like this, of course. And now you can see that I will make the holes without using a pattern, or using one if you want. You can use the signs for the holes. I will start here. You see? Here. I am always on this, so it is easy for me to make the holes. I can help myself by using this to give a little volume, like this. But be sure always that the leather stays on this. I made this so many times that for me is automatic. I chose a better angle and a better light. So you see, I keep this here, I place it on this plastic. I use this weight to keep everything in place. I assure that I stay on the plastic with the leather, and I make the holes. Again, you can use the pattern. I will stitch this easier. I will spread the edge paint easier. I don't have to mark every hole, and instead of making two holes, I make only one. I made the holes. I will glue this pocket on the face of the bag, but I will show this to you after I will use this edge paint. I have to paint the edges and I have to stitch this. But as you see, it stays glued and stitching will be easy. And making the edges is easy too. There is no problem. The edge paint is dried. I will stitch the pocket. And so on. Nothing special. Now we will place this pocket on the face of the bag. I will mark the corners. You have the signs of the holes, so you can use them. But I will use glue. This is what I want to show you today. Okay, I marked these signs. I have to make a scratch. I have to scratch the surface in order to make the bond stronger. Okay. I will use this Olfa blade, old Olfa blade. My old cat wants something, I guess. She has 18 years and it will have 19 this year at a certain moment. So it is a very old cat. I'm afraid she forgot that I feed her. You see, I scratched this surface and now with a brush I will spread glue. I keep my brushes in Toluene. I don't spread a lot of glue, so if it is toxic it doesn't matter so much. Very much, it doesn't matter very much. Să nu arăți tot, Ana. This is my old and trusty brush. Now the glue, today's glues are based on water. I am not used to them. I use glues diluted with strong chemicals, and the brushes are made for water. This old brush is made for strong substances. I spread the glue here, you see how. Now here. Of course you can use the pattern, but I told you I want to show you something different. I will start to glue it here. I don't know how to stay. Okay, I will change the position of the camera and I'll try to be you see, first line, now the second line. It's a sort of fight, but it's easy to do it. Let's finish this stitch, this gluing. So we make this part too. Let's help ourselves with this polystyrene. I hope the name for it is polystyrene. I have to invent words in English. It's somehow amusing. Now it is pressed, well pressed, and I will start to make holes. It is a little care, extra care for these holes. Where is my compass to mark the signs? Oh, here it is. I will mark the signs. Here, let's place it in order to film it. I will make this long line like this. So I repeat again and again that you can use the marks on the pattern. I'll do it freehand. You see, I will make all the holes like this. You see, I didn't stitch the buckles because I told you my son will dye the leather for the straps and buckles and handle and all the accessories. That will be the visual trick for this bag. This crazy horse is already good. It has a very beautiful color and it is perfect with thickness and consistency, but it will look awesome when I will come with the straps. I will make all the holes and I will stitch. It's boring, I won't show it to you. I made all the holes. As you see, it stays stitched, it stays in place, and I will stitch it easy. Okay. Stitching as usual. Okay. First step reinforced. And so on until ready. Unfortunately, I filmed without a SIM in my camera, and I made a few movements without filming them, but I will try to tell you what I did. So, I finished the stitching of the pocket. I used something like this to make an envelope, an inside sleeve. I trimmed it from a similar piece, and I made this sleeve. You see, it is glued. I glued it, I trimmed the excess, and now I have this face of the bag with an envelope well glued. I scratched because I want to glue the general gusset. So let's do this and check if the camera films. I will clean this from the excess. Now this. It will be stitched, so imperfect gluing is not a very big problem this time. It's not like the gluing of the lining. There you need the strongest bond you can make. So use good glue and press it as strong as you can. Like this. Now let's connect the parts. I don't know how to keep this like this. I will do it exactly as I did for the pocket. First a gusset, then the other gusset. You see, I can place the parts perfectly like this. Now the bottom. The bottom. Now let's glue the back in the same way. First this, then this. This was the way I made all my bags before starting to make the patterns. I use the pattern, but I make the holes after I glue the parts, because for me it is easier. Okay, I glue it like this. I will use the bone folder to press to make a strong bond. And now you see we have a bag. I will show you how to make the holes. I will show you my trick for doing this. I have this heavy plastic plate. I will place it to be tall enough, not tall enough. I will place another two. Hey. Like this. You see, I have place down here. Not good enough. Okay, it stays like this. I will use a weight to keep everything in place. Now I will mark. You already have the signs from the pattern, like this. But I will show how I do it. if I want to mark the holes, I will use this. I don't know if the signs are visible. Let's see. Oh yes, they are. So back to the position. I don't need the signs because I made more than 10 different holes, so I can make the holes freehand. Let's make some light. Okay, I will turn it a little. And I will start here. It's so easy, you see. Let's see how they look on the other side. You see, everything is perfectly aligned. I won't film everything, but I will make another few holes. Take care to have the plastic under the gusset, because otherwise you will make a mistake. But if you want to do this faster, to stitch it easier, this is the way. This is my way. This is how I do it. Of course, everything is easy and in the same way. There is space, everything is okay with it. Let's film it from another angle, another few holes. You see? Look, there is place, there is room enough for this. If you are afraid that it will move, you can place something heavy like this. You see, this is heavy, it keeps everything in place. But I don't need that. And so on. I will make all the holes, and only after that we will meet again. I made all these holes, now I will make these holes. To be sure that everything will stay in place, the bag is full with polystyrene, and now I will do the same with this weight. I will keep everything in place, mark the signs, easy, and now I'll start to make the holes exactly in the same way. It is a little extra care because my hand from time to time will hit the pocket, the front pocket, but only a little extra care, as I told you. I made all the holes. As you see, everything is glued. I will make the stitchings, including the flap, like this. There is nothing special about the stitching. I will start it and then I will show it when it will be ready. As you see, I didn't place the straps and the accessories for this bag yet, but the leather is dyed, and now it stays to eliminate humidity. To dry, it stays to dry. let's see. These are the straps. It will look really good with these straps and with the accessories. So let's stitch and it will be ready. I have everything done on the bag. I only have to place the accessories. It is a lot of work. I work with glue as usual. So I will spread the glue on everything. Everything will be done exactly in the same way. D-rings like this. Buckles like this. And so on. I won't film everything. So, buckles like this. Okay. Use a bone folder, of course. D-ring like this. I use two types of D-rings. 25 millimeters for the gusset, for the long straps, and 20 millimeters for the handle. Bone folder, of course. This one is different, is smaller, so this is for the handle. Like this. Bone folder, of course. And carabiniere, I don't know the English name. I can't remember it. I think I tried to learn the name of this more than 10 times, but I don't have 20 years anymore. Like this. I will make the holes and I will stitch almost everything. I glued. Oh, I forgot to glue this one, but I will glue it now. And I want to show you something. That will help you. At least it helps me. I like how it looks when I skive it. It's not mandatory, but I like it better. This one too. It will stay better on the object. It will make a beautiful angle. A special volume. So this is it. I will glue the handle too. I will place it according to the pattern, of course. Okay. You see how good it looks? I don't like to burnish the edges, but for this object that was the focal point. That was the skepsis. I like it very much. It looks really good. The straps also looks really good. It takes a lot of time. So I don't like to make the edges like this. My son Pavel is doing this. He is good at this. I'm not good at this. Let's stitch the handle. I glued a little, it will help. I'll start the double step because I want to reinforce. Oh, sorry, not this thread. That thread is thinner. I stitch the keepers with it. The keepers, we don't see them. We don't see the stitching for the keepers usually. Now reinforce this step. I think this handle looks excellent. I really like it. Okay. Let's use my pony stitch to keep things in place. Okay. It is a very powerful magnet. That's why I can use it. The leather is thick. I have 3 layers of leather here, and it isn't perfect match. Another difficult step. I succeeded in bending a John James needle. Usually I don't. John James are reliable, but I don't like them. They are short. I prefer long needles. And so on. I will stitch this. I'll finish the handle. I have to use the plier because I have small holes and thick thread. Oh! 3 layers. This is the problem. Hey, please. Ouch. Now it was okay. This one like this. Now we have the handle. Oh. I want to show you this handle, how beautiful it is. It is a very beautiful handle. It will stay on the flap of the bag like this. Let's make the next step. I glued this, but of course you can use the pattern. You know that I prefer like this. I use the pattern to place the handle, of course, but that's all. Let's see if it goes all the way. Yes, it goes. You see? Where is it? You see? It goes all the way. And so on. I don't have to show everything because it is boring. As you see, I'm not alone. My co-worker is here. Mochi, my apprentice. I will stitch this handle. I will place a weight to keep things in place. Like this. And I'll stitch this handle. Like this. This is the hidden hand stitching. I always reinforce the first step. You see, I go backwards, and now reinforce it. My friends knows that my bags contain cat hair. I will stitch everything and we will see each other after that. Oh, but first let's focus on the work like this here and make 2 steps without Mochi's tail. I thought that cats sleep more than half a day, but these ones are present all the time. Okay, I'll stop. Focuța. Mocișorul. This is the last stitching. I do it now because this is how I work. But you have the pattern, you have the signs for the holes, and you can stitch this in the beginning. You see how beautiful is this handle? Oh, it is 8-9 Oz leather. This is the last step. I will close the bag and I will show it to you. I will close it. What a nice bag like you doing in a place like this. Ouch, 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 ouch. This Vectan leather is incredibly good. You see, you hear the sound. This is the bag, this is the handle, and I can place the straps on this bag, here and here, and the bag is ready. I made it for a friend, so that's why this bag exists. Am profitat de ocazie ca să-i fac și tiparul. See the handle? Excellent handle.